Play podcast.
What?
I'm Tori Michaels. This
What's
is
Play
my
podcast?
lovely co-host. We are the Who Cares Show.
And we're gonna do this live here with our Chanel mask because this is a time of crisis.
COVID.
Is it called COVID? Or is it called Corona?
I don't know. I really am not doing this though.
Or is it called
I
Chanel?
can't.
Is it called Chanel? What? I think
Can't
you look
do
good.
it.
I think it look good on you.
It doesn't matter if it looks good. I need to breathe.
You know, you do need. You know what I was thinking though? You know,
What?
masks are real easy, but like, what if they had told us in the beginning that you had to wear like an astronaut helmet? Or you had to wear like
A face shield?
a cage.
A beehive helmet?
Masks are real weird, right? I mean, what if that was? And do you think everybody would still do it?
Well, people are doing some weird
They're
things.
doing some weird things, but do you think that they would wear it? Because we're all just taking to this like masks are just. That's okay, right? It's okay,
Yeah, but
right?
it's scientifically not okay.
Tell me what.
Because you're breathing in carbon dioxide the whole entire time.
My
Those
mouth?
long-term side effects of us breathing in the carbon dioxide is so bad for our lungs and our health. Especially people that are forced.
For our lungs and our health?
Yes, and especially for people that are on the front line workers that have to wear their mask 8 hours a day.
Let's give a round of applause for the people on the front lines.
Medical field.
Medical field.
All of them.
100%. In fact, my cousin
Yeah.
on the front lines
Mm-hmm.
as a nurse,
Yeah.
and my aunt got COVID. I'm not going to say it's from him,
Mm-hmm.
but it might have been. It's not his fault because he's doing his job. He's trying to do the front lines.
Yeah.
So all the people that are on the front lines, they're risking their lives, but their families' lives too, in some sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who's not risking other people's lives?
Who?
Us. Because we can take off the masks, and we're here just to entertain you, and we're not the serious people that are actually doing the work, doing the job, doing everything that everybody needs to survive. And we're just here to help you survive,
Have fun
and have fun
and entertain
and entertain. That's all we do.
and laugh.
That's right. We are not on the front lines. I would never, ever, ever think that what we do is actually even close to what all the nurses, doctors.
I don't.
I'm not gonna say policemen, but nurses,
Yeah.
doctors, and firefighters.
I really get annoyed when people are like, "Thank you for your service." I'm not in the military. It's
What do you
like
mean? Oh,
when
because
the people, when the
Did your
people,
podcast?
the essential workers,
right.
they always like go up to you and they're like, "Thank you for your service," and I appreciate it.
Wait. What do you mean? Oh, because you're an
They
essential
say,
worker?
they say thank you for your service.
Wait,
Like
what-
even to people that are in restaurants right now.
Hold on. I know that. By the way, this is the Who Cares podcast. She did a beautiful job with me, Steven, with the PH, Stefan, with the PH, and Miss Tori Michaels.
Yeah, making the pH levels right,
That's right. She is.
staying well balanced. Check that water.
If
No, but honestly, there's a lot of
there's
workers.
no brighter bulb.
No, there's workers just at takeout places, and people are like, "Thank you for your service," like, "Thank you for being there," and it's like,
We're getting
We're
a little
not-
excited right
we're
now.
not in service.
We've been talking a lot right now. Then we just bring it down. Namaste.
Wusa.
Yes, everybody. Namaste. 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 So right behind us here is the green screen. And the reason why there's this green screen is, we had some issues tonight. As you can see, there has been an outage, an outrage, and an outage all in one sense. And I blame it all on our leaders. And with an outage comes green screen, because then we had to scramble. Our team has to go to bed, but we still have us here. We're here for you and you only. When there's people in the streets, we will be the last ones broadcasting. We will go down with broadcasting to the day we die. We will.
That's an interesting statement.
But we definitely, I mean, till if there's
You're gonna go
chaos,
down
if there's
while
chaos in the
broadcasting?
cities, there's chaos in the
Wait,
cities.
we're going down while broadcasting?
Like the on the Titanic, the movie Titanic,
Okay.
how the band played
Mm-hmm.
while the ship sank. We will be
The
broadcasting.
captain will be going down.
That's
with the
right.
ship.
Well, we'll be broadcasting.
I thought you were saying going down while broadcasting.
Oh no! I mean, you want to go down on broadcast?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, just kidding. Just kidding. Well, we have a lot of special things lined up tonight. We have a lot of. I know it's at 2:00 in the morning for all of our Japan people. They're probably the only ones watching.
London.
Yamashiro. Yamashiro. That's the Japanese restaurant I love. No, it's
What is
Go
that?
ahead.
It's all. Dang it! I know what word you're trying to say too.
But tonima
It's
in Japanese is I'm high.
Oh, I'm not trying to say all that. I'm trying to say like hello and goodbye.
Yeah, I kind of think about it. Every sushi restaurant. Arigato. That's like thank you.
Dang it! Wow, I can't remember either.
Yoshimase.
Oh, yes.
Yoshimase.
Hiya.
That's really racist.
Why?
That sounds like you're doing a karate chop. And racism.
No.
It kind of sounds like that.
No, I'm not racist about it. No.
I know nobody's racist, and that's the thing. I really don't think that anybody. I'm speaking about that. I really, truly, everybody throws that word around. Everybody wants to be racist, or they don't want to be. Everybody wants to throw that word around like it's something like everybody's racist. You know what racist means? That you definitely will not engage with that person at all. You won't even give them the time of day. You won't even look at them, all because of that person's skin color or their whatever race, color, their creed they are. Right?
So they're not racist. They're rude.
I think that's pretty much it. Everybody's just rude. Nobody wants to deal with nobody.
Person that feels discriminated or prejudiced to other people's races,
Right.
or who believe in a particular race is superior than the other.
Do people have tendencies? Of course they do. And anybody out there,
But everybody thinks they're
I'm sure your
superior.
grandmother, I'm sure your aunt, I'm sure your uncle has said some crazy shit, no matter what race you are, about
They
white
think they're
people, black
superior?
people, Mexican people, or Latin people. Whatever
Well, no,
the
people think they're
trifecta you are.
superior even over race.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I don't even think race is a big deal. I think people are just thinking that. I mean, you guys all think you're superior, right? To us. I mean, I understand that. We came at 2:00 in the morning with a green screen.
Came?
At 2:00 in the morning.
I wish I came at 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's still time.
Okay.
Live on Twitch, maybe tonight, maybe live on Twitch.
You know what? I actually did watch a YouTube video yesterday that tripped me out. It was this girl who was saying like, is it spoken word? A spoken word? Like a poetry. It's like a type of style. And
I know it's spoken.
you know,
I'm
and
just into your conversation.
no, she was sitting there and she was reading, and I'm like, geez, this girl is breathy. Like she's just like, yeah, like totally breathy, right? And I'm wondering, and I've continued to watch it, and then I see her going like this, right? And then I realize she's writing a sex toy while she's reading poetry.
No shit.
Yes.
Interesting you say that. There was a
and I'm like, what? Because at the end she just grabs the table and just fucking.
What if I were to tell you a couple years ago there was a judge who got popped during all of when you think you're just going up to the judge and he's just, all right, yeah, he's telling you some shit that you know, nobody should be a judge in this world, by the way. If you're a judge, what's wrong with you? Because I judge you and your family life probably sucks. But what I'm saying is that there was a judge that got caught with a penis pump the whole time. He's letting it ride while he's sentencing people to death or whatever. Maybe he's just a traffic guy. Do you think that that's the same thing?
You know what? I think what they do on their breaks in the office.
No, they're not in a break. He's sitting up on the judge's thing, and people would come up, and the whole time he's going.
During the courthouse.
Absolutely, look it up.
Whoa.
Just like 2 years ago.
No, I think I remember that, but I didn't look into the story.
I did.
That's so funny.
Because I was thinking about doing that on the podcast.
Oh, you want me to do that? I'll pump it up while you talk. Pump.
Well, I mean, shit, we gotta always be prepared. Look at right now. We didn't even have all our clothes ready.
Yeah.
She did though. She pronouns, pal.
Tori.
No, you know that.
Her. She.
Miss Tori Mike comes, and I want to give Tonight was a little rough.
I did come today.
With the outages, with some other factors, we want everybody out there to know we're here for you. We're always here for you, even in times of crises like this. But things happen. Sometimes support, sometimes tech support, sometimes. But also, Charles did help you, or Mr. Mick.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mick. You were a lifesaver. You actually taught me how to understand the program we're using.
Right, and he has a show on what?
It's Thursdays? It's at 3:30.
Thursday.
And he does like a trivia.
Not 2:30 PDT.
Oh, he did. 2:30.
2:30 PDT, and then after him is DJ Nicotine.
So that would be 5:30.
5:30
EDT.
EDT. Correct. Yeah.
I don't know why they do that. They changed it from PST to PDT.
Yeah, no.
It reminds me of isn't there an alarm system company named PDT?
There is, and then there's EED, which I'm trying to get.
I know another
And then I think it's
that's
erectile
trying to know
dysfunction thing that they're sending me, and I throw it out the window. I don't need this.
Oh, really?
I don't need that.
No, because you got that.
Yeah, but it says EDD.
Horny goat.
Oh, Stardust coming out soon.
Oh, yes. Hong Fong Chu. What is it? Faux Shu? Faux Ho.
It's made with faux tea.
Faux tea.
Or also known as Hung Shu Wu.
See, I had the tones, kind of.
I think every
I tried.
Chinese man. But we're not mad at the Chinese people. We're mad at the
I
Chinese
just
government.
suck at your language. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to butcher it.
Never.
Mm-mm.
So, Miss Ashley, it's been, or Miss Victoria, the third.
Mm-hmm. Victoria Ashley Michaels. What can I do for you?
First of all, I want to say thank you so much. You kept me grounded. And, today I have this quote today, everybody, that I wrote down in the notes. I heard it.
And it's dedicated to me?
Well, no. I think what I want to say is this. When you think that you know everything about the world, and then you finally, like today, I'm like, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to go smoothly, right? Mm-hmm. And I heard this quote today about a producer that ran into some problems. Mm-hmm. And then he had to shift on the fly, and he said that getting angry is a waste of energy. Mm-hmm. Being angry at somebody is a luxury you don't have when you're in the middle of battle. You just have to focus on what you need and to focus on.
I like that.
How about life?
It's kind of like what
life is what happens when you're busy making plans?
Yep. That's kind of like what my dad used to teach me. He said there's no point at getting mad or crying about a situation because it's not going to change the situation. It is healthy to express the emotions, however, in a healthy way, express the emotions. But it's not going to change the situation you're presently in.
It's not.
Only your actions and how you react to those situations is what dictates the rest of your...
And look, I'm being completely honest. I did not act in the right way. In fact, I went homeless outside, walked around the corner, and I threw a bowl of fruit.
But then you came home, came to your senses.
And I want to say thank you for being that levity, to being that constant force out there. We'll be lucky to have you in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you.
Your parents are lucky people.
My parents raised me to be this person.
That's right. So in saying that, you talked about, since we weren't ready, we're a little discombobulated. Mm-hmm. I wrote my notes down today. Mm-hmm. But I think that I have two segments. Mm-hmm. Let's go with your segment. After we've just talked everybody's ear off, but that's what we do. Mm-hmm. Ms. Tori, do you want to start your segment?
Well,
or before that, we say, what is the play in life? I think we should do that.
What is your play in life right now?
This particular moment is brought to you by What's the Play. We're on their channel, What's the Play Games. Mm-hmm. And What's the Play has talked about how that they're trying to bring the best action or best result possible.
Yeah,
the best
conflict resolution.
Basically, but the best result possible in any kind of situation socially.
Yes.
Okay? Because what else do we have? I mean, what are you going to change the tire? I can't tell you. They're not going to tell you to do that.
What are those implications?
Well, I mean, those are more technical.
Am I getting
stuff.
a flat tire?
What's the play? What's the play is not about technical, like how to change a carburetor or something like that. Right? Mm-hmm. They're about helping the people. Right? Mm-hmm. So we have to, all of these shows that you're going to be watching. What's the Play has asked us, and we are more than willing because they knew that we're good people.
We serve the people.
We do serve with the People's Podcast, and we want to let everybody know that this is the play because of my anger today.
Yes. What are you going to do?
Don't be angry. I'm just kidding. That's not. But the tutorial is that. What I just said is the tutorial is not to be angry in times of crisis, in times of extreme frustration, in times of extreme despair, depression. And I want to bring up this quote during the what is it called? The Great Depression? Not that one. Not that one. During the Great Depression. Do you remember that? Remember the Great Depression?
Actually, my grandmother does.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
They painted their legs.
But if you were to read a lot of the quotes from it, it's actually like very apropos to this time because people are like, "Well, what do we have if it's not the Great Depression?" And there's some stuff like it. But a lot of people are like, well, "We have all this," but the people themselves are the ones that it has nothing to do with your outside stuff and all that. It's about what you're making of this time right now. What are we making of this time? We're making some time right now for you.
Yeah. making a time to actually just get stuff off their chest sometimes.
That's what we need sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they got to do. They got to go to whatstheplay.net. And if they go to whatstheplay.net, sign up for the newsletter.
Mm-hmm.
Email us here at whatstheplay.net. And then many professionals from the street, to the highest of the land, the psychologists, the greatest doctors, and also the #1 leaders on the planet. That's street team leaders, the ones that your best friend that like
support your team.
I always know, right? Support your team.
Yeah, support
your team and support What's Play. Go to that. And remember, anger right now, they've got you. They've got you. No, there's no hyperbole out there that you should be listening to, whether it's this side, or the other side. Just be about yourself. Know what you do. Nobody's gonna save you. Ain't nobody gonna save your life.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, what are the good coping skills that you're gonna do to implement those
To
motives on your life?
To stop the anger?
Yeah. What are you gonna do to, I guess, reproject or how are you gonna turn it around? How are you gonna transfer the energy into something positive or releasing? I guess I remember when you used to do Muay Thai.
Muy Thai, I was just doing yoga with Cassie Devannon. It used to be great.
I think that
I need to get back to that.
But in that moment when you're actually in a moment of despair.
Robert, what did I do today? What did I do today?
I don't really want to talk about what you did today.
But I did take a walk.
Yeah, you did take a walk.
Right?
I believe I took a walk too. I went on an outside little walk. I sat down. I did breathing exercises to calm myself because I was a little nervous. I went through some nervousness today because I was dealing with a high-strung situation.
Well, that's on part of the outages.
No, I mean, it's just life. Life happens, and life is not always going to be smooth. And you need to learn to, have that self-discipline and sit there and just be like, okay, evaluate the situation. Okay, let's not get caught up in rerunning or replaying over and over again what happened, but let's solve it and move and do the next step to resolve it. Okay, let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's do action. Stop talking and go. I mean, it's good to reflect on it, but in that moment, you're so caught up in your emotions sometimes that you can't see clearly. You're jaded, so it's hard. It's bad to talk about that situation in the moment. It doesn't mean don't go back and but don't play the tapes back in that moment because your emotions are running high and you're not going to be able to address the situation properly. So I know that with myself. So I try my best, even when I don't want to be calm, to try and stay calm as possible because I really do love my life and I love the situation I'm in right now. And I want it to only reflect positivity.
Exactly.
So.
And I think that's what happened is that due to different circumstances, first of all, circumstances are our government's control with the outage. And then after that, it was like a snowball effect. And this is real life, people. This is just what it is. We can pretend to be we're smiley people and all that all the time, which we are normally.
But we have our days. Just like I had my day at work the other day. Everyone's like, why aren't you smiling? The one day out of the whole year. Yeah. They're like, oh, what's wrong? You're quiet. Smiling. What's wrong? You're quiet. Yeah. I just didn't talk that day for just one day. Yeah. And I didn't say hi to people like I normally do. And they're like, oh my gosh, something's
wrong with you?
And it's like, you guys are moody and grouchy 50% of the time, but they put me on this standard that I have to keep.
No, because you're a good person and you always try to help other people and you think about other people and you're not just thinking about yourself. And so you're
thinking about the long run.
You're thinking about the long term, right? So you're always trying to be for other people in some sense, right?
Yeah.
You always have to present yourself as that kind of person, right?
It's life sucking.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Or you perform. And I think a lot of you feel like that too. Maybe you don't think that.
But putting on that facade really does help sometimes.
Absolutely. You are what you can play a sad, you can play a sad track or you can play a happy track. Either one, you're right. It's your brain.
Yeah, I think that, because sometimes people are like, why are you listening to depressing music?
Maybe I'm feeling
that's going to make you more depressed.
No.
And it's like, no, that's someone's artistic expression. If that's how they're feeling in that moment, they need to let that out emotionally like that.
Right, and I think sometimes we do, me personally, give, and you hold it all in. And then when things happen, like that.
Yeah. And it's like...
I wish we had a nice background for you.
I think it's healthy, though. you know, and just like when I used to emotionally paint, I know it sounds funny, but if I like was feeling a certain emotion, like projecting those emotions on a canvas would really help me cope. And they weren't always really nice and happy pictures.
Absolutely.
That sometimes are really dark.
So what we're doing right here is we're actually being honest and real versus like a lot of people on Instagram, influencers.
Yes.
Or families that wear all white and running down the beach like every day. I want to see.
Hey, are you making fun of my family photos?
Okay, well, I want to see when the kids throwing spaghetti at your face. That's the real shit.
I love.
When you're leaving in the morning and you hate your wife. I mean, I'd say you hate your wife, but you're just over your wife, you're over your kids, and don't want to see that picture posted.
Aww.
Well, that's real life, like how we're.
When you're yelling for the kids to come because they're gonna be late for school.
Or that too, all that stuff. You know, that's real life.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, look at my life, it's so fucking, it's the best. It's the best life I've ever had, and like I'm gonna show you every story that shows you how dope I am.
Oh no, definitely not have that attitude.
Well, look what we're doing right here. We're opening our hearts, we're opening our souls, because life isn't always what you make of it.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, no, it really is.
It is what you make of it. It isn't always what you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
You know, it's not always what you want.
It's not always what you want.
But
maybe it is, and you just don't know that that's what you wanted.
Weird.
I know. Anyways, enough of this rigmarole. You talked to a lot of people this week.
I was rubbing elbows with some people.
Well, you want to give a shout out to everybody?
Shout out to many. I don't know because I don't know if I wanted to do a presentation or talk about it. But no, I want to thank Mick tonight again for helping with the camera. I do want to I really do want to thank him. I also want to thank you for having me on this podcast tonight.
For showing you how not to act.
No, for showing me that you're human. Because then you're like, oh wow, you're real human. You have emotions. And
sometimes you're supposed to appreciate things.
Yeah, but no, it's testing my patience.
I know, I can see
it. and helping me and provoking me. I guess is the accountability factor as well. Like learning for me to be more responsible and scheduled, and it's really
and see that's we're talking about all kinds of bad stuff right now, but we actually spent almost 24 hours together, you and me, at your house.
That was a good time bonding.
And look, for everybody out there, we want to do the best we can for you. And so we were, those are the kind of things. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to do that. And maybe I don't understand if people. I don't think people understand what it takes. Who's getting paid until that happens? Until this happens or this happens, and we're here trying to get right. And look at. I'm not saying give us any credit. We're just trying to do what we do. We're just trying to compete in this world, right?
Well, I don't know if I'm competing, but...
No, compete in the world. There's people much smarter than me. There's people much smarter than you, but we're pretty fucking smart. Mm-hmm. However...
There's always going to be someone better than you out there. But it's not to discourage you.
Never.
It's to motivate you and inspire you to reach those goals. You can always attain them.
Not you. You have one life. What are you going to do with it?
The most.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Are you doing the most with your life?
I try to.
You try to? Do you really try to?
Absolutely. Now, I can't say that my whole life. When I was 21, no. When I was 25, no. 26, yeah. 28.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was into it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I got lazy and fat. I'm fat. I would never get fat like that, but I never. Just saying. I got lazy. I'm just gonna coast from here on out.
Yeah.
I worked enough, and then it just kind of a couple of years.
Dude, you get burnt out after a while.
You do.
After 15, 20 years of working straight.
15, 20 years.
Yeah, working straight.
Who the hell worked 15, 20 years?
What? Really?
I've never worked 15, 20 years. Really? How old do you think I am?
I've been working for 15 years. I started working when I was...
Well, I didn't start working until I was 19.
Oh.
Oh, no. What do you mean working?
Well, I'm saying...
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just get burnt out. You just get burnt out.
Oh, shit.
I think you're
right.
a lot older than I think
15 years, yeah. 15 or 17 I started working. 15 years.
Mm-hmm. It gets tiring.
Wow, you just about that. And right now it is so hot here in Southern California, and I know
so hot in this studio.
I know Florida. Florida has
humidity.
they're
Like
probably laughing at us right now, but we're soaking through the jackets.
Oh, you are?
Soaking through the jackets.
Nice and
Just
moist.
keep the noise down, ladies. Just keep the noise down while I get adjusted here.
Do you like that word? Moist.
I fucking hate that word.
I know.
I hate that word and caca.
Oh, I hate chonis.
Oh, that's even worse.
And it's always a white
Or
guy
papi.
saying
Or
chonis.
papi.
I'm papi.
Oh, don't even do that right now. I fucking hate that word. Like, that's not even sexy. Like, there was a girl, I remember at the jacuzzis right over here. And everybody been
You're more of a hello, daddy.
I'll take that. I'll take that over papi. But like that's the
That's
worst.
so funny.
Like you're like kind of into it, and like I'm like, damn. Like I understand that's like a Latin thing, and I'm half Mexican myself. But just get rid of that word from the Latin language. I don't really think it's a Latin word, but I think just get rid of it. Mexicans, get rid of it. Half of me, I got rid of it. Half of me got rid of it.
Just Mexicans, not the Spaniards.
The Spaniards?
Argentinians, the Bolivians.
What papi?
I think Colombians.
I think they
all have the papi.
All South American Latin.
I have a papa, but it's not a papi.
No, not papi. No, it's papi.
I know, it's papi.
There you go, like that. That's so disgusting. That's so gross.
So gross.
I change the porn when I hear that.
You're hello,
As soon
daddy.
as they say that in porn, next clip.
So you like daddy? Yeah, hello.
Well, we have a great show lineup for you. We did have a greater show lineup for you.
Yes.
But we
have
packed
a show
with
very
a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And since we're going here with the green screen at 2 o'clock in the morning, Miss Victoria here brought it together while I pouted. And
I learned how to.
I wanted to play a game.
The camera's up tonight.
I want to play a game, and I think we're going to bring in a guest pretty soon to hear a story about it. But I want to start the game with you first.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to start the game. It's called. I don't even. It's called Good Tweet, Bad Tweet.
Good tweet, bad tweet.
Because we're talking about how to be good in this time of crises.
Oh, I've read a couple bad tweets too recently.
To me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. So don't ever send a bad tweet to me. But if you do, I mean, of course. I'm talking about just...
More, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, you know what I mean? If you send it, you're like, are you really?
I wish you woke up and looked like this.
Ooh.
However, I'm just
skin.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's that skin.
No, I you know what? I'm very against injustice. Like, if somebody's just, they know better, they should know better, and they're treating people bad. Like, you know, like if a cop hurts somebody, that they should know better. If they're gonna be a cop, then that's what you get if they're acting a fool. Like if you're gonna, like the guy that kneed whatever, George Floyd or whatever. That guy's goddamn, he should burn because he should know better. Or when you see somebody in line yelling at the old person because they're taking too much time in their life. Well, you know what? The old person, you're gonna be old too. You're gonna be 85 one day too. Don't yell at the old man. Like, even if he's a weirdo, who cares? You know? Or like the people that just they can cut you off, and you're like, man, what? That's an injustice because my life probably is better than theirs, and they're gonna try and cut my life off.
Oh no!
The world would be terrible without me.
Tell me about your.
Well, I'm just saying that's
examination of
all
life.
these. When I see injustices happening, that's the only time I get like really upset. I don't care. I'm personally like okay with myself. You're personally okay with yourself.
I'm very confident.
Very
in who
confident
I am
in yourself and your abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to prove nothing. But when I see things that aren't right, it's like.
Do you have to say something, or do you act upon it, or do you just?
I used to.
Are you suppress it, or are you passive?
Well, my dad and I went golfing, and Justin and a lot of people, and these guys were yelling. And when my dad went to the golf, they were yelling from behind from their little condo, and they yelled when my dad was taking a hit. This was a couple of years ago, and we just played this golf course recently. That's why
His team off the hole.
So then he's teeing off the hole, and then they yelled, and they've been yelling at everybody that came by this hole, and I was already like, I didn't like these people. When they yelled at my dad, he's and he can take care of himself. The guy's a badass. I mean, it's not even a question.
Yeah.
But I just saw like, man, on my end, like, you have no idea. This man's trying to have a good time. He's trying to have a good time with some of us, his buddies. And you're yelling at this guy. This guy's he's lived long enough to deserve your fucking respect. Yeah. So then it's my turn to go. Or hit tee off. So then Justin came in. He's like, well, let me tee off. And he's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way, Justin. Get the fuck out of the way. And so I teed off like this, and they're behind me, right? And then I went like this, boom, and I threw the fucking golf club. And it came, I looked at his best hit shot ever, and they're standing over the railing, and it went like this, boom, and it hit and they looked at me like I was, what an asshole, right? Oh, I'm the asshole, right?
Jeez.
right?
I wasn't expecting that one.
Right, and so of course my dad couldn't believe what the fuck I just did.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin's looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? And everybody in our group is like, Steven, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And I turn around and go, oh, I'm sorry, did I throw my club at you? And they,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, did that happen? Because I don't know, you guys were real loud before, you know? And I just felt like, because of course I'm ready to go, but like, all those guys could have been knocked the fuck out with my club. But I made sure it hit the little bottom thing, but I did it in a backward motion. You know what I mean? So it looked like I lost my club.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is
So it
that
wasn't intentional.
of course it was intentional. And they shut the fuck up after that. They all went inside. They didn't yell at nobody at that hole. However, my dad hated me. Of course he didn't hate me. But he got really upset. So what's wrong with you, Steven? You gotta handle your
Get
anger.
it together.
Handle your anger.
Yeah.
And all of them, and of course, some of my buddies are like, "That's the greatest thing I've ever seen, Steven." You know, like that. But that's how guys are, right?
Yeah.
But really, the reality is, I should have never done that. I let my emotions get the best of me, right? And we can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing that all day long right now. I'm seeing that with people driving.
Everyone's letting their emotions get the best of them.
Right, because everybody's upset. Everybody's like kind of worried. Where is this? Is the price of food going to rise? I'm serious.
I know.
Is there going to be more toilet paper?
It's troublesome.
It is. Everybody's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And that's because of our is there one
I
leader?
got some toilet paper in my closet.
You do?
Yeah.
You got some TP?
Mm-hmm.
Is there one leader though, Victoria, that has shown that they have, during this whole time of crisis, that they know what's up? Not one, huh? Democrat, Republican, I don't give a shit.
Well, I think they're all going through their own personal stuff.
That's not
And
our fault.
I know, but I
They're here
think
to
that
protect
people
us.
forget sometimes.
They're here to protect us,
They're
and that's
human.
it, from outside sources, and they've all failed.
They're human too.
Well, really, they shouldn't run for office.
I know. Some shouldn't.
All of them. All of them, they've all failed us. There's not been one that knows anything. We're going to do
They
it.
just need a better way of informing what's really going on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guess
Because they're
what?
not breaking it down easy enough to comprehend for the people.
I agree.
Exactly. Ant and I were talking about this. We're going to look up all the articles from since March, when this stupid thing started. How contradictory. LA Times, we make sure.
Oh yeah, where it's like it's off of a contact.
Right.
It's airborne. It's not airborne. It's
if you smoke cigarettes, you're fucked.
Yep.
If you do smoke cigarettes, you're gonna coat your lungs.
Yep.
If you smoke methamphetamines, you're better. If you do drugs, you're dead.
Yep.
I mean, it is a constant. We don't know if it's a lung. I just saw the other day. We don't know if it's a respiratory disease. On like a main.
What?
I swear to God, it was like on Washington Post or something, whatever.
It's a respiratory virus.
Well, whatever. They're like, we don't even know that now. We've had 9 months to get it together, and not the smartest minds. You ain't that smart then, smart minds.
Yeah.
Really, like, I mean, if I wanted to go to, I feel like if I wanted to go to Harvard and learn chemistry, I would have already had a cure for this shit. I would have already had a cure.
Oh, really?
I would have had a cure.
So
I would have been in the back.
With
Africa,
that being said,
I would have been pulling branches off trees, and I would have rubbed them on my leg to find that cure. Because I give it.
Do you know like the scientific process that they have to go through?
Well, I would know
find
it.
a cure?
I would know it.
How many times they have to repeat it and have the same outcome?
Well, I just feel
How many years they have to test it for it to be validated?
Okay,
or
well, then you know what I do? I go kidnap that Chinese doctor in Wuhan, and I'd put like his family at risk.
Ooh.
And then I would say, give me the goddamn cure, because you know it.
That good coping skills?
That's going to save the world. It doesn't matter about this Chinese doctor and his family. If the rest of the world survives and this Chinese doctor doesn't, who cares? You can't make it on without breaking some eggs. So.
I'm not judging. I know it's terrible what happened. I know it's.
Well, somebody let this go.
I'm not the person to.
I'm not either. I'm just saying, if I was. If I went to school, like everybody else out there, you want to be smart people, you want to go out with your smart stuff, you want to be like a smart person, you got a little hat, you came out of like Harvard and biochemistry.
Oh my gosh, what's up with all the school supplies when nobody's going to school?
Yeah, you don't have school anymore.
Yeah, for their
It's so
lockers
smart.
and stuff. We had a whole.
Stephen Hawking dies, and all of a sudden we don't have a cure for nothing.
Stop.
Yeah.
So sad.
He died. I'm saying, like, he left us, and now we have not smart people.
Yeah.
Where are all the smart people at? Can you get in the chat room, man? Where are all the smart people at? You guys went to school. You guys decided to do this. Whatever, what is it? Chemistry, biology?
Microbiology,
Microbiology, whatever.
Pharmacia.
Pharmacia, pharmaceutical, yeah, pharmacia. on that note, get your shit together. You didn't know about COVID, so you ain't that smart.
Yep. You didn't know you had COVID.
You didn't even know
people.
it. That, because really,
Some people don't.
My aunt is now still has it supposedly, but then maybe she gets a test tomorrow and they don't even have the right test for it.
Oh yeah. So speaking on those tests, so they have all these tests that they have, right?
Right.
They have the rapid test.
Right.
They have the antibodies test,
100%.
and then they have the just regular COVID standard where they mail it and you have to wait longer. So I just found out the rapid tests that they've been pushing like so radically and hard, they're a lot of times inaccurate. They're like a pea stick of pregnancy, false positives, false negatives.
Why don't we have a pea stick of pregnancy test for COVID right now?
They do, basically. It's like a...
But it doesn't work.
But that's what I'm saying. It works just like the pea stick does. It's false positives and false negatives.
Wait, you tell me that...
It has to be verified.
I've never had to put the pea stick around me.
Uh-huh.
Right? So you tell me right now, how long have we had the pea stick? 50 years? 40 years?
That's why you have to pay extra. That's why you have to pay extra for the digital version. You can't do the plus or minus or the happy.
What do we have here, people? What do we have?
I'm letting you know.
What is this society?
That's why girls always buy 3 of them. So
that's why Planned Parenthood is what they are. They need to be there.
I'm just letting you know.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me right now, the P test at this moment is not that accurate.
Nope.
In the year 2020.
Nope. Not accurate at all.
If we were to ask our parents, in the year 2020, what's going to be going on? When they were like in their teens.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
Remember? Is it Fahrenheit?
Flying planes.
Is it Fahrenheit
9/11?
9/11? Yeah. Look at that! It was all space. Even the old 70s movie.
Is Fahrenheit the one? Yeah,
it's Fahrenheit. 45 or something. I don't know. Fahrenheit.
It's not 9/11.
It's Fahrenheit something.
That's a movie with Michael Moore.
Yeah, that's the
9/51 or whatever it's called.
Isn't that like the September 11th movie?
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm gonna look it up.
But I know 100%. I know what you're right.
451. I knew there was a 4 or 5. I forgot the 1.
I thought
So Fahrenheit 451. I really like the old movie of it. I'm interested what the remake would look like. Oh, like nowadays.
You can make it with this green screen behind.
Oh my gosh! So think about it. The whole government takes away books and text and reading and words.
Oh, really?
It's all visual pictures.
If I were to ask you right now,
they set everything on fire, dude.
If I were
You're like, oh no, you can't live.
If I were to tell you or Joel 10 months ago
that everybody's gonna be walking around like a bunch of weirdos with masks on, and there's a short supply of change, there's a short supply of toilet paper, there's a short supply of what's the other one? Oh, everything's closing early at every DMV, every government office because for some reason COVID means you can't have your your business operating, but except for private businesses are still open. One of our business partners, he works at a car dealership. They haven't laid off anybody.
Yes.
So if I were to tell you guys that 10 months ago and everybody's walking around like a bunch of zombies, would you believe me? And you said, no, absolutely not. What are you, Fahrenheit 451?
No, I'm from Area 51. I'm just kidding.
No, that's what you said.
No, yeah, seriously, I think it would be a very intriguing movie because I wonder how they would go about it or what they would do.
What about if there's a Walmart and it's a female Walmart and all they have is like nothing except your vaccinations that you gotta get?
Sounds weird. It's just like
it does sound weird, but
like She-Hulk. It just sounds weird.
If you're telling me the AMC movie theater is not open.
Oh, they're going to be reopening them.
For 15 cents.
Okay, so they're reopening 15 cents. Oh, that's so cool. I actually want to do it. Do you?
But that's because, I don't care. I've been
You want to go to the movies with me?
cohabitating.
What movie would we watch?
No.
The Widow one?
What movie is good?
Is it Black Widow that's coming out, or which one?
What they're able to shoot.
There's a new Marvel movie coming out.
They're able to shoot. Okay, you want to see something crazy? In Wuhan, there was a huge water park fiesta with over 15,000 people, and they all got in their tubes. You want to see that picture? Is that fucking crazy?
That's
they don't even get
interesting.
There it is. Just Google Wuhan party fiesta or whatever it's called. It wouldn't be party fiesta. It would be like, I don't know. I'm not going to say because I don't know.
That's crazy. It's like a giant wet water.
They're all in inner tubes hanging out together. While we're all dying over there.
Wuhan. How do you spell it?
I think it's war on China. That's it. We got to go after them. I mean, who else?
War?
Who else?
Wait, okay, so what was it called?
Who else?
Wuhan.
I'm declaring war on China.
Wuhan Water Party?
Wuhan Water Party. And they're just all like fat and just sitting on their little...
Hey, no.
Well, that means they're living a good life.
Oh,
right?
they're lazy dogs.
Lazy rivers, all that. Look how many people.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
Holy moly.
Nobody knows that,
It's
right?
like a sea of pink
Yeah, weird
elephants.
nipples.
Yeah, but do you know how big China is, dude? Do you
No, but
know-
look at they're
Wuhan, I'm
crowded,
talking about in
though.
Wuhan, bro.
This is like a
a
crowded.
certain
cold-
percent of the population is not gonna give a fuck.
In Wuhan, where
You know
it came
what?
from,
That reminds me. I need to contact my cousin who lives in China right now and get the real 411
on this inner tube party.
on everything, dude.
Well,
He chose to stay there during the corona.
Listen. In times of crises, you have one group to count on. It ain't our government. It ain't your mama. It ain't your dad. It's us right here. Who cares? The podcast.
Yeah.
We'll give you the straight.
What's the Play? They are a separate entity, and
What's the Play will give you everything. Go to what'splay.net.
Mhm.
Type in your question. You can do it on a voicemail.
all the different platforms we can anything
I don't know. Hold on. I don't really want to do anybody a favor.
No, I'm saying all the different platforms.
Oh yeah, for that.
Yeah, we'll give you anything you want. If you want to do video, we have this. If you are a blogger, we have.
Who shared today? Who shared our? We don't get people that share our
Oh
stuff today.
yeah. Okay, so we actually had one of our audience people do a challenge, and I think they addressed it towards you. A push-up challenge.
Oh, we did. Jimmy Towner.
Yes. Shout out to Jimmy.
Jimmy Towner's on the front lines.
And we're
He's working. He's
we'll be
providing for his
having
family.
a video challenge
No, we're gonna do it right now. I'm
Response.
gonna do it on the desk.
right here, right
Right on
now.
the desk.
Okay.
How many challenges do I got? How many
Let's
how many
see.
push-ups you
How
got
many
to do?
push-ups? Let's see. I'm gonna challenge you.
How many push-ups? How many did you say? How many did you say?
What was it? Instagram?
It's
you
on
just keep going,
Facebook.
so I want you to be counting
4,
out loud,
5,
too.
6, 7,
Oh my gosh.
9, 10,
Okay.
11, 12, 13. Or is it 14? Or is it 15? Or is it 16?
I'm looking up.
Or is it 17? Is it 18?
Oh, the pressure. The pressure is
We're at
on.
20 right now. How many more we got?
Um,
21,
I'm trying to find it. It's on
23?
your page.
24.
I looked up the
It's
wrong.
gonna get tough, guys. I'm just being honest.
It's been a while.
26.
I dare you to 50.
27. Oh shit. 8. 29. 30.
I don't see.
I just did 30.
I don't see his
How many am I supposed to do?
I don't see his post. What kind of? Where
There's been
was it?
oh jeez, I can't see it. There's been tons of crisis.
I like your jeggings or
I don't know.
I don't know. They're very comfortable looking.
Well, I did a Jimmy.
But where was Jimmy's post at? Which
Facebook.
Facebook? Oh,
I
I
know
was
who
looking at
is
the
on
wrong
that.
one. I don't
Who's
have
on
a
Facebook?
Facebook app. That's why I couldn't find it.
I shared it.
I know, but I don't have the app on my phone because I'm taking
How many was I
break.
supposed to do? Because if I just did 30,
Okay,
is that not enough?
I'm looking.
I did it for this time of crisis.
Crises.
Shit. 2 o'clock in the
Okay,
morning.
so
What
it
is
says.
Fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Woo!
Oh goodness. Aw. Sorry, I just saw the.
I feel
flashback
alive though. Hey
photo.
Jimmy, thank you very much because I feel fucking alive. Hell yeah.
I don't see it.
All right, that's it.
I don't know if it was taken down.
Oh, right here.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Jesus Christ. What did he say?
22. You beat him.
Oh wait, he did 22.
Oh no, you do 22 per day for 22 days. So you gotta do that. You gotta streamline. You're doing 22 push-ups every day.
But I have to call somebody out now.
No.
What's the whole thing? I don't understand it. I just
It
saw that he
says.
challenged me.
Okay, let me explain it.
He
It's
was wearing
about-
What's the place shirt?
It's about it's for 22 combat veterans that committed suicide every day. And for those of you who
Wait,
don't,
what?
yeah, it's for veterans who commit suicide.
22 of them commit suicide every day.
No, the 22 combat veterans.
They commit
that-
suicide every day. How do you commit suicide every day? If they're,
22
what you do
combat
once?
veterans commit suicide every day.
You're telling me right now, all the veterans that we've
That's,
gone to
I'm
war.
telling you, the statistics for veterans suicide
Jesus
rates
Christ, that's crazy.
is blown through the roof. And I found out about this actually 3 years ago when I started volunteering a lot
Mm-hmm.
for veterans. That is what shocked me more than it blew me out of the water. I was like sitting there when they told me the stats, and these are real stats, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Wait,
like
wait,
we
wait.
need to show our veterans more love.
I mean, how about we just not send them to war? For what? Like who? Like what is going on? Who
You
cares about
just okay. So let me retract. Remember how you were?
that?
Just
I love them. I love them. I love our.
No,
I
but
thank you so
remember-
much for your service.
Remember how you were
Please.
talking about like you wanted to go to that Wuhan doctor and like go and
Slice his
it's a
throat.
violence act, right?
Yeah, for America.
For America. Isn't that what soldiers do?
No, I wouldn't do it for America.
You know what
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't do it for America. I'd do it for the world.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Because that Wuhan doctor would be responsible for
You know what I mean?
everybody's death across the world with this COVID crisis.
So yeah.
So whoever leaked that COVID thing, man, take him out, and whoever and goes higher up, probably to the Communist Party of China. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure it goes all the way to that.
Do your 22 push-ups.
Can you look it up, please? Who it is we need to blame? And what ninjas we need to send over there?
Oh, for the Wu?
The What's Play ninjas? We're going to send the What's Play ninjas over.
All women.
They would be all women.
All women.
All
in kimonos.
All Chinese women who believe in What's the Play.
Chopsticks and the guns.
That's... Why? I'm saying these are the baddest assassins on the planet.
I know. They're sticks or daggers that... You know, I have a whole thing going on.
You used to be a geisha girl. Oh, that's Chinese. That's Japanese. Oh, we're really terrible right now.
It's just
we're not being rude.
You know what I wanted to address? We're just we're a little delirious because we're tired.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
But
we didn't have.
I did want to address something from our last podcast.
Oh, please address it.
I wanted to apologize to the public.
We want to apologize because the next podcast we're going to apologize.
We wanted to make a national public apology for playing the Ice Cream Man song. We didn't know that it was racist. That news report actually didn't even come out till like after our podcast.
2 days later.
Yeah, like a little weird suspect.
I
kind of think that maybe someone didn't like our podcast.
I'm thinking more people listen to it than they claim to be, and then like we get what is it called, shadow banned. So
what is that?
We can't see it, but everybody, the whole world's listening to
it. I believe it.
I believe it too because I've caused a lot of controversy.
Believe it hardcore, but no, honestly though, we really are sincerely sorry because we did not know that it was racist.
Who the hell knew it was racist?
And know what's crazy about that song is that it was a normal song,
oh my God.
And then they changed it into a racist song. But like, what about the originality of it? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what,
The dark history of the Ice Cream Man. What a dark history it is. I mean, he's an ice cream man.
Really sad.
I mean, how are we supposed to know?
I don't know. I thought it was actually clever that we didn't even post it. Like, we had someone give us the song randomly.
Oh, when Justin walked in with us.
Yeah, it was weird how it was all random. We didn't
2 days later, there's some controversy. I seriously think that what we say...
pisses some people off. They don't like it.
Like, remember
they don't like our success.
Remember I said something and then like 2 hours later, a very tragic accident happened?
Yes, I know.
So sometimes your words do mean stuff.
You don't want to put that into the universe.
Put that bad juju
negative.
out there. No.
Yeah. So,
listen, I'm not negative. You know that.
Yeah, no, okay, the reason why I like hanging out with you a lot is because you're a very positive person. Like, you're very encouraging to me.
Thank you.
You always have believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Thank you.
And coming at the times I need it the most because, like, I always wanted it, but then, like, when I wasn't looking for it, then you gave it, and then I was like, I think I was more grateful then from it. Same with you, like, you know?
Vice versa, yeah. I things happen in the strangest times of your life, and the people that are with you and bring positivity, and we're just kind of going on a rant because it's 2:30 in the morning. We apologize, and we're not normally this sad about stuff. Sleepy, all of it. But
I feel relieved.
That we're actually going live.
Yeah, because we have so much fun doing this.
We do.
But to get to this point is a struggle sometimes. And
what do you need? Do you need help?
Okay, so I'm calling all savvy tech social media streamers. If you guys have any advice that could make setup and tear down easier for us, if you have any advice or programs that you suggest are user friendly for you guys, shoot it in our inbox. Shoot us an email. Let us know. info@whatstheplay.net.
Yeah, but more or less, get in the chat. Get in the chat.
Yeah, or go to Discord.
Go to our Discord.
We have our own section in our server, our What's the Play server. It actually.
How would they find that?
So you can find our Discord on our Twitter account. It's under our bio section, and you can sign up automatically right there. It's really nice, and it also allows us to engage in a forum blog chat kind of a way. And we have different sections in our Discord where it has each of our shows that are produced. So you would go to Who Cares Podcast and give us any suggestions or helps.
You know, speaking about that too, we do need some we're looking for a female as well. We're looking for a female out there that has any experience, like man on the street production, like interviewing skills. Don't leave me like that. A female one. Because we have enough males here.
Yes.
We have too many males. We need a female in this specific job. And anybody that has any kind of skill.
Interviewer.
And I don't care what they're going to give the job laws against me or something. We're only looking from the ages of like 18 to 24. What? Okay, 26 if you look young. But those are the ages that we're looking for. I mean, what? I mean, well, when you're casting for a role, what do you... Is that racism? Or
very specific.
Not racism. Sexism or what's it? Ageism?
No, because this is a talent
That's right.
Show, and we are all characters. We're all characters. We have certain roles.
That's right.
And we play certain roles.
That's right.
And so one of our roles is a on-the-scene reporter, and it's a story that we're writing, and it's a scene we're creating. So that is why we need an actress playing a reporter.
That's right. So slide into our DMs and go to either our YouTube channel. Our best place, like you said, would be our Twitter channel where everything is linked up in Linktree right there.
In our bio section.
And you can hit us on Discord. Just, you know how to get a hold of us. We're everywhere. I mean, or it's Steven at the Who Cares Podcast for this .com for this particular show.
And we've like updated our Discord a lot to...
I feel like I'm like an angry man right now tonight. I just really do.
Aww.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Let it out. No, so if you are feeling angry, or if you're feeling like you need to vent,
I do.
You can always go on our Discord and just let it out. But I mean, but we want to be happy. I actually created a scream line so that whenever you get like super bent up, you can go on this voice channel and just let it out.
Yeah,
it's a scream line. So you could scream at the
scream
phone.
line.
Yeah. So you're not screaming at other people. You're screaming at the channel. Are you trying to say
one of your inventions?
No, I'm just letting you know that I created.
You created your own
scream line so that.
You did not.
Yes, I did. The Word Vomit Discord. So you go to like the voice channel.
Oh.
Yeah, you go to the voice channel. You just scream and let it out.
Ah!
Yeah. So whenever you feel like screaming at somebody or something, you
that's pretty interesting.
Just go on your voice channel.
That's pretty cool.
And fucking let it out.
You know what I'm gonna scream about? Is this fucking...
I would love to hear your screams. I mean, in a positive way?
I love it!
Releasing the energy in a positive way? I don't know.
No, I'm serious. I love what we're doing. Oh, that sounded... I can't remember. I love what we're doing. I love the fact that we're able to do what we do. We live in the greatest country in the world, except for all the other ones. And because I know there's people watching us globally, and I know you think your country is great. Your country is great. That's where you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Our country's great too.
Be proud of where you're from.
You have to be proud of where you're from. You have to be proud of whatever it is that you're doing. Just be proud of yourself. Mm-hmm. Because this depressions of outside does not equate to what you are inside. Who cares about the outside? Who cares? Who cares?
I don't.
There's some people who survived the Holocaust. You know what they said? The one thing that got them through it? Hope. Mm-hmm. That's it. That equated to everybody else.
And that was Pandora's, the 8 deadly sin not released. Do you know that? Fun fact.
Fun fact. That's a real fun fact. It is. So, well, I guess we're not gonna do good tweet, bad tweet because I want to get it away from the negativity. Mm-hmm. I don't want to put people.
So, on a brighter note,
let's do one of the things you're doing. Is it called Rhythm Calls It? Or what is it? Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
I thought it was Rhythm Calls It.
Rumor has it. Ladies will be pleasuring themselves worldwide.
Right now?
In a eco-friendly, healthy way.
Oh.
Yeah. So me being an avid healthy, I'm not an environmentalist.
I thought you were saying
I don't want
to.
It's healthy to masturbate.
It is healthy. I'm just saying, like, I thought you were going to say that.
I think those days are
numbered.
Very few, limited, rationed for me.
Because you have options.
No, because I have carpal tunnel. You know? No, but honestly, there's a...
You did dodge.
I'm a very healthy person, so I'm actually allergic to latex.
Who is it?
No, like I'm literally allergic to latex.
I
And
don't
so
know what that is.
when I would be in these
Latex.
certain adult stores and I would be shopping,
Uh-huh.
I was very limited to what I could use.
Mhm.
So I was just informed from a dear friend of mine that they will be coming out with like a healthy eco hemp plastic sex line of sex toys.
Wait, what?
Yes. And I get to be their rep and I get to review and blog about it. And that will be coming up shortly.
So you're going to talk about sex toys made of
Hemp plastic.
hemp plastic.
Yes.
Why don't you go for it?
Revolutionary.
What's the difference between? Why would we not use them on you? Or I guess some
Wait,
people
what?
use it.
Who would not want to use
No, I'm
it?
saying no, not like that. Not like that. Why would we not use what's been given to us?
Oh, because
Latex
it's
on?
toxic. Do you know how much chemicals are in plastic?
I had no idea.
So my friends found a
So you
way to break down the process of the hemp plant to make it into a plastic that's eco-friendly.
That is beautiful.
It's fucking it's groundbreaking
Amazing.
information that people that I don't know, like it's just it blows my mind, to be honest, right now, because I'm a woman of science.
So do you think
innovator?
do you think it's possible
entrepreneur.
that maybe the world is telling us not to use foreign obstacles?
Well, no, I
Use
didn't know
the real
how I
thing?
would live without plastic. You know? And now here they're coming. And making me coming.
All day.
She'll be coming around the mountain.
Oh my God. So you tell me. So we've been lied to too on that.
No, but they really are toxic.
So why did they put plastic in
time-
women's vaginas this whole?
I have a
last-
story to tell you.
People have been putting plastic in women's vaginas, and it's been toxic to women's
And
vaginas.
had infections
and
for
some
years.
men's uranuses.
And infections for years.
From
Medical
plastic.
problems.
From plastic.
Yes. The toxicity
This is crazy.
of plastic is ridiculous. So I was
That's why
on. I went on a
I've only used
trip.
body parts.
I went on a body.
I mean, that's fine.
It's natural. That's really the eco natural healthy way.
You know what we need to get on the cast? Somebody that used the condom and is now toxic. They're on their deathbed from the toxicity.
Well, I don't know. It's not the deathbed. I
or whatever.
no.
Some girl that
what
wanted to get laid
happens-
one night and she used her dildo and now she's on her deathbed. We need to
it's
get
not
that girl on the
deathbed,
podcast.
It's a poisoning. A slow poisoning probably is a better way of explaining it.
There's nobody that's died from toxicity then?
Yeah. Toxic shock syndrome.
There you go. So let's
Okay.
get that girl. She's on her deathbed.
From a sex toy?
She's like, I'm not. She tried to do the right thing that night. She's like, I'm not gonna get laid by this man. I'm not gonna get laid by Rick. I'm not gonna get laid by
Joe Mo.
Yeah, whatever. And she goes, I'm just gonna play with my, my
Oh my gosh, I've
my
had those
Mr.
nights.
whatever he's called, right?
I've had those
Mr.
nights.
Mr. Roger or something like that.
I call.
And then she used it. She used it, and she caught toxic shock syndrome.
Toxic shock syndrome.
That would be hilarious. We need to get that.
You know
girl.
what? That's not hilarious that she died, but
it's not-
I
but she's
really
not
do.
dead, yeah, what
I'm
do you
kind of interested in. Wait, she's not dead. Who?
Well,
Who are you
have to be on
speaking
the
about
podcast.
right now?
But she has to be on the podcast. How are we going to interview her if she's dead? Maybe we interview the family? Like,
Toxic
hey,
shock syndrome
hey,
from
we're really sorry what happened to your daughter. She tried to do the right thing. That's all we can tell you.
from
You know, she tried to.
plastic.
Maybe the guy was an abuser. Maybe he was. Maybe he had gonorrhea. And she's like, no, not that night. I'm going to use
Hey, I've turned a lot of kids down.
for toxic shock syndrome, possibly.
No,
For toxic shock syndrome.
but if
Because
you don't clean your toys properly, you could get a massive infection.
that's not. Well, you just told me plastic though was the real reason.
It is.
But not. That's not cleaning part of it.
It's an allergy, rash, a reaction. There's a lot of chemicals they put in there.
That's
You
what
can
I'm saying.
actually smell the chemicals. It's so gross. So my ex-fiance bought me a toy,
Mhm.
and it was one of those section toys. And so I opened the packaging, and I just smelled chemicals. And I was like, ugh.
like my action figures when I used to grow up.
Yeah, like that plastic that's like gross.
I mean,
was
it reminds me
horrible.
of my childhood.
No.
Now it doesn't.
No. Well, check it. 5-6 years later, that toy faded. It was a different color. It was a darker color. And now it's
It's gonna be
white.
darker.
Completely white. It was another color, and now it's white.
The toxicity
That's how-
out of it.
That's how toxic it was. Like, What happened? Did the color rub off? Like, was
Yeah,
that
that
gonna
happens.
absorb in your? Was he using it?
Oh shit!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. That was my ex-fiance. I don't want to embarrass him, but
He passed away, didn't
no, he didn't. My
The burrito guy?
ex-husband did. Yeah, burrito
he? Oh, the
guy.
burrito guy?
Yeah,
He
burrito
cleaned
guy.
pools.
Oh my gosh! Way to identify him.
I mean, how many burrito pool cleaning
He
guys
claims he
have
didn't
sex
use
with?
it though. But why would you keep it?
He swallowed it.
I don't know. He used it as a
Well, anyways,
statue.
we had a lot of guests here tonight, and but we wanted one guest. He's from the city of Angels.
And he's a spirit with us right now.
Yeah,
In spirit?
He's in spirit on it. Yeah.
No, we had a couple guests that were supposed to come through tonight, but because of the outage and the shutdown of,
COVID,
was it Restream that was doing it, or was
Restream
it
was-
Twitch?
all of them.
I don't know. The internet pretty much took a shit.
This is what happens, I don't want to talk about this. This is one thing that I'm very, very upset.
What are you upset about?
Silicon Valley. Even though that they're probably all watching this, every single one of them, and our development is an app development.
Because we're
company.
innovators.
We are. But I want to call almost all of them out. Because the problem is that all of them have been dorks their whole life. Right? We understand that. We understand you've been dorks. And that you don't want to have confrontation in life. Right? So more and more I'm hearing from everybody. They just want to talk to somebody. Like their accounts are getting ruined. People that work for Postmates or DoorDash. DoorDash? Did you hear what a DoorDash did?
No, what happened?
DoorDash stole their own independent contractors' tips. They used their tips to make up for the $8 or whatever, $15 an hour, whatever it is, to pay for that.
Wait, are they
So didn't have to-
distributing to their own
They
employees?
didn't have to pay it, and then they took the tips to pay the rest of the money that they would have to pay hourly to their employees. So they actually stole the tips. And you know what happened? They got caught. And you know what happened? You know what they did? If you look it up, just last month, they're like, well, we're working on that. And we know that was kind of wrong and stuff. And try to go and get a hold of them. You can't. Just like every other internet-based company or whatever tech company you want to talk about, probably go ahead and try to call it Twitch right now. You can't. And so you can't. You have to be able to get a hold of people. Because sometimes there is times of crisis. Sometimes you need, like for fraud, if somebody's on your account. Or,
Dude,
how many chat bot windows are we going to do?
I hate people that do that.
What?
Fraud.
Right, 100%. But you need to be able to get a hold of somebody
Because
to make that happen.
And to
the problem
fix
is
it,
the problem with all these dorks stuff.
how
The problem is dorks learned about computers back then. Now people like us are learning not on how to code and learning how to figure this out, so that maybe the people that weren't thrown in trash cans now will be aheads of these companies, because they all want to barricade themselves because they don't like what's the word? They don't like confrontation. Well, I love confrontation. Apparently,
you do?
I love it.
think you
I
love
thrive on it.
debating.
I love confrontation. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, I won't even say anything. I'm like, I'm wrong. But you have to be able to. The customer service.
you're wrong, you
Customer
don't say
service is the greatest thing you can do for your customer. Like us, you go to whatsplay.net, put in your little whatever your problem is. Go ahead right there. You can email me at Stephen@whocaresthepodcast.com. You can email you at.
Victoria@whatstheplay.net.
There you go. And so we need to be able to be amongst the people. The people need us. We need the people. We're a community. And if you shun people off, you put this barricade around you. Oh, no, like Google AdSense.
Boundaries.
Oh, the only way I can get a hold of Google AdSense is if I fill out a form and they live in an underground lair and you can't do nothing about it.
I may know someone
There's no way you
who
can
can give us answers about that.
No, you can't, because I've gone, you know me.
No.
I talk-
I'm being real. I'm gonna
Oh,
find.
you're being real about it.
I'm being real. Like, I'm gonna go next podcast. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna go out there, do my little
Do
investigation.
you understand that people at Google are afraid of people from the AdSense? It's like, oh, no, you can only fill out a form to talk to them.
Well,
Google AdWords hates Google AdSense.
I may know somebody.
I even have them on saying, oh no, not AdSense.
I may know somebody
I
that
don't
could
think
have a
you do.
conversation. We'll revisit this next podcast.
I don't care if they work for Google. I don't care if they're the vice president. AdSense, they're like some weird underground layer. And the only way you can get a hold of it is
You knock twice for every time you enter.
yes, they come with briefcase with the cuffs, and they walk into the building.
One of those?
You can't even talk to them.
Interesting.
But what's happening now is our courts and our governments, they're learning from that. And now go ahead and try to call Santa Ana court. You can't.
That's weird.
There's nobody to help you.
You have to call the public.
You have to wait online. How about try to call your EDD?
The public defender's
Try
office.
to call about your EDD. When does that close? At noon?
3, isn't it?
Noon.
Noon?
3 Eastern.
Weird.
They're all learning from dorks, and they're learning that this particular way because they don't want to deal with you people. They don't want to deal. That's all I gotta say on that. And I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
No, I'm just
I think you want to sing.
I do.
I think you have been lacking some karaoke in your life.
Karaoke? I'm not no karaoke singer.
You need a good, healthy
That's
dose of karaoke.
I never sing karaoke.
I think you do. I think you need a good,
I don't like
healthy.
karaoke.
I think you need a good, healthy night of karaoke.
If I want to do a karaoke, I'd go on The Voice or like all that stuff.
No, not necessarily.
That's karaoke.
Yeah, to a large extent.
That's karaoke.
If you just want to let it out one night.
I mean, that's that. But
I've actually heard
I'm not holding this.
you.
The shower.
No. I've actually.
Oh yeah.
I came over to your house when you were over at Brimhall, and I was walking up the
From my house.
steps. I was walking up the steps,
Must have been
right?
John's house. Angela's or John's house.
Oh, I don't know. We were at somebody's house.
Right.
It was a house you invited me to.
That's right.
And I was walking up the steps, and I hear this man just belting out his miseries, letting out his pain, his frustration, the blues, singing it with like a little piano, almost crying.
Maybe that man.
And I walked up.
That man broken up with you.
Well, I was walking up, and I was like, "Holy moly!"
Or he got broken up with him. That's a long list.
I don't know. All I know is my heart was touched because that's what people need.
To feel it in their soul.
No, because also I was doing the same thing in the car before on the way
Doesn't everybody
there
listen?
to that man.
Oh my goodness.
No, and I never told this story because but it was really funny because I'll never forget that day. Like I was like, I actually thought there was like a hidden camera or something, and he was mocking me or like. He was reenacting what I was just going through, and I was like, "Fuck," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was genuine. Like that's just what you do.
And
yeah, well, no, two people are just similar sometimes, and doing the same thing in different places at the same time.
Hence, the non-latex dildos and what do you call it? Pussy pouches. What do you call it?
Clean plastic. I don't know.
What are those things called? Like guys, that one guy Carlos that had like.
The flashlights, the section.
It's flashlights, yeah.
Flashlights.
They had like 30 of them in the trash can.
What?
Yeah.
Why 30?
I don't know.
That's a little excessive.
Oh, like 15, and it was glowing in the trash can when I went to throw something away. And my cousin was there, and I go, "What the fuck do you think this is?" And I threw it on the floor of the kitchen, and one was glowing. One was like, I guess maybe. One was a Hispanic girl. I don't know. I mean, one was a.
They were different ethnicity.
I don't know. I didn't even know what it was. I thought
were they
dildos.
different? Were they different?
I had never seen one before. I saw it a couple years ago.
Because I just recently found out in my adult age that not everybody looks the same down there. I knew the boys were all different shapes and sizes, but I didn't know that the girls have like Audis, innies, envelopes. Like I didn't know there was such a wide variety of spectrum of
like roast beef.
Yeah. Or like curtain tail of a movie theater. I don't know, just like lettuce outside of a taco.
Well, can I tell you a great story today? I want to say thank you very much to the law offices of
Davis and.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give my money there, so I'm going to share. Davis and Norris. They haven't done nothing for me.
Who is Norris?
I don't know. It's Davis and Norris.
Oh, okay.
They were involved in what happened was I used Tinder, and I paid a little extra, and I stopped it after a while because it was like I felt they were taking advantage of me. They didn't give me those extra ladies, the extra swipe lefts, or rights that I needed. And then a year later, I didn't even think about it, and they said, "Well, Tinder fucked you guys during that time of crisis. That was a real time of crisis, and you were paying for what you weren't getting." And so what happens is, I'm in a class action lawsuit, and I guess many people have been destroyed by Tinder, and they had to pay out a huge sum of money
So I want to say thank you very much. I got a nice settlement today
Shout out
from
to
the
Tinder.
Davis and Norris. Thank you very much. You can hashtag them. Thank you for the Tinder settlement. So I actually paid for sex, but I didn't. I actually got paid for sex.
You got paid for sex.
Yeah.
So you had sex.
Well, yeah. But I actually got paid for it though because sometimes it's not right when a company tries to take advantage of you.
It isn't, huh?
Now, maybe that sex would have been better had they not charged me $39 or $29, $15.99. I'm not really even sure the price.
I don't know. All I know is that I would love to.
Go with Norris, and I'm going to make Norris and Davison or whatever their name is. I'm going to make them our legal counsel. I think they're the greatest people in the world. They took out Tinder.
Interesting.
Thank you, and thank you to all the ladies that participated.
Oh yeah, thank you for your filing. What? Well, that's some good news. That maybe will give you a little, not in a huge advantage, but a little like jump start or an encouragement.
It did. And then guess what else I got today?
What?
Something from the EDD, from the Erectile Employment Office. Or something like that. Deployment Office? Is that what it is? Erectile Dysfunction Deployment? Is that what it is?
What does it stand for though? Really though, it's a.
I've been out of work.
What does it stand for?
Employment Development Department.
Oh, employment development.
Because they help you get jobs and stuff.
They help you get jobs.
Yeah, you can get bus passes if you like apply to work and stuff.
Here's a job that I'm doing for free. But if I wouldn't be doing this for free, because we'd be able to give this to you, we'd be able to give you all this knowledge. If each and every one of our followers gave us $1, we could bring this to you 24 hours a day with the best guests, the best people possible everywhere across the world. And let me tell you one thing we're going to be doing.
And
Miss
private
Victoria.
teachers.
Miss Victoria, this is. Let's see. Right now, I'm going to say this right now to everybody. This is breaking news. We're going to be having a 24-hour telethon in 1 month.
Oh, we are?
For COVID charities. We're going to stream 24 hours.
Answering phones and taking donations.
Answering phones. We're going to get the best talent that we know possible. Which probably is the better talent than like even the best. You're a talent. I'm a talent. You're a talent. Joel's a talent.
We're going to have,
be on screen right
you
now.
will be able to see us tap dancing.
I can tap dance just like in
We're going to do a duet.
92.
Yeah, it was 1992. I was tap dancing too.
See?
Same
Shuffleball
here.
change, motherfuckers.
I did the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Rap, hip-hop style.
Is that tap dance?
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, there was this kid named Chris Brown in my class. And
Chris Brown?
He looked to me.
Oh my gosh.
And he says, how do you shuffleball
I love
change like
Chris
that?
Brown.
And I said, let me show you, Chris. That's a little soft shoe. Yeah.
Did you have a little top hat?
I did have a little top hat.
Oh my gosh, how cute!
I'm gonna bring it back. You know, speaking of my top
No,
hat,
we really are gonna do a little tap.
my aunt that got COVID, unfortunately, I heard she got that. She got me my first top hat,
Aww.
and I remember that.
Ooh. I can't wait till Christmas. Yep.
So on that note, so coming up here on What's the Play Games channel here, we're gonna be streaming 24 hours straight. No sleep for the wicked, no sleep for the good, because that's all we are.
We're all good with wicked hearts.
That's right. Yeah, something like that, right? So we're gonna be streaming live. We're gonna have like some great talent, and so if you can, the charity. We have 2 charities.
2.
I can't yet say who they are because I don't have clarification on the other.
Okay.
It looks like they're on par with what we're doing.
Okay, that sounds like it's an adventure we want to join.
That's right. Because everybody wants to play games here on everybody wants to play games here on Twitch.
Yes.
The heck is, I feel like I'm from the 1940s. Everyone wants to play games here on Twitch and stuff, you know, and play for 24 hours, which is admirable. It's very admirable. If you can just play it somewhere. I don't know if I even need the pop filter.
There we go.
There it is, perfect. So I don't even know. Of course, we love that. But what we're going to do, and if anybody tries to steal this idea,
we have
the offices of Davis and Norris will be coming after you.
No, not me.
No, the people that want to take this COVID. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at them anyways because it's all in good faith. It's all raising money for the COVID deaths and survivors and all the people that are doing it. Whatever, the 2 charities are fantastic ones, and they're not scam artists. They're valuable and verified
for a good cause.
Very good cause. It's getting late, and I'm stumbling on my words. But I just want everybody to know that that's what we're doing. We're doing it for the children, we're doing it for the old people, we're doing it for the middle people.
The
just
little
not
people.
the people around
the demo that we're actually hitting right now because you guys can still stay at home. Who cares? I'm just kidding. No, I don't think that's really a big deal. Is if people go out during the sun because I heard sunlight.
Zinc, UV rays.
But it doesn't hurt anything.
Helps
Just
kill.
don't go to bars, right? At night. That's
Nope.
kind of what it is. It manifests inside.
So if they know what kills it, why don't they have the virus?
Why don't they have it?
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
Can we just take a call?
No, but really though,
Yeah.
you're gonna do that contrast, also conflicting articles, contradicting.
Can we talk about contradiction with you?
What are we talking
The
about?
people in your life. Here you're trying to do great things, and you've had a tough week.
I've had a tough week with people.
Contradicting.
Yeah, they tell me I'm doing great. They believe me. They say that I can go the distance.
Go.
And then I'm offered the distance, and then they say you
Don't
can't.
go now.
You're not good enough to go to the distance.
Or they don't support you.
But then I'm like, But then I'm confused because I'm like, wait, you're the one that made me believe.
What about the support?
You're the one that supported. You're the one that picked me up when I was down.
But maybe that's the reason. You were that person was there for that reason to give you that one little push.
Inspiration.
And then you go with that big push.
I go and I grow and I build and I give from what I grow.
That's right.
I give back.
And, well, what if somebody was to hold you back?
Nothing
be the
is
worst thing.
holding me back.
That'd be the worst thing.
Nothing's holding me back because I'd bring the team. Just kidding.
That's true.
No, but honestly though, I don't put limitations. I don't put limitations on my my fields of growth or where my passions are or where I pursue certain desires. I'm not gonna put limitations on it. I'm not gonna people are like, oh, you can't do all of that. Watch me.
True. But you also have to be realistic.
Oh no, I'm being realistic.
I'm definitely in the same mold. I want to do it all. I want to do everything, as you can see. And then sometimes when you give and you give, sometimes it's not there when you need it.
Yeah, it's true. I've suffered a lot from that, but
you can't do everything.
But
you need the best people around you.
I'm gonna have a structure. I'm gonna have structure.
Go get that structure.
And I'm gonna be able to teach back
children.
No, I'm gonna be able to teach back all the knowledge I'm gonna be learning from this.
And teach old people.
And I'll be able to grow from these
That's right, you will.
moments, and I'll be able to help those struggling like myself, because
being perfect.
I'm open to learning. Absolutely. A lot of people are closed-minded and stubborn, and they don't want to listen when you're trying to help them. And you're like, I'm trying to help you,
But everybody feels like they know everything, and that's understandable. Don't you? Don't you feel like you know it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I am in a position where I am shocked that I even have opportunities that are open.
Isn't that weird?
And I don't feel like I am qualified or worthy of these opportunities.
Right.
But then they tell me and they remind me you did all of these things that led up to where you're at in your life.
Absolutely.
Okay. And karma is.
That's what it is.
Is something that happens when you least expect it, and is recognized when you can't see it.
That's right. So, no, it really is, because when you think your life's gonna lay out this way or that, or the perfect opportunity is gonna be this way, or when you get all ready and you think that this person's gonna be coming to your house and it's gonna be this way, and you're like, oh, I've got everything perfect, and so I don't really plan. No, I was kidding. But
things don't
really. Yeah, because a lot of times you get disappointed, but a lot of times, maybe it works out the way it is, but it always. The best things that ever happened to me are the most spontaneous, most amazing times ever that I've ever had. It's just like, whoa, I didn't even know that was going to happen. I didn't even know I was going to walk out on the street and these people pick me up and I'm in LA going crazy places. Or I'm helping out this person. Or it's when you're tired, when you're on, the other day when we left your house, I was so tired and I'm not even going to say what, I'm not even say the good deed that I did on the way home because I don't want to even say it.
No, that's what you're supposed to do.
But that's when it happens, when you're not ready for it. You're tired, you're on your last thing, and then somebody needs your help. You're like, God damn it, right now you need my help? Jesus, could you have called me 3 hours ago? But it's in those times, that's when it happens. The magic.
The magic. what do you do with that magic after you're
You
blessed
fucking
with
take it, you strangle it, and you don't let it up. You just run with it.
Well, on
You only
that
have one
note,
life.
you do, and that's when you take risks. And I've taken a lot of bad risks, and now I think
Are
it's
they bad
phase-
risks? Have you learned from them?
Yeah, but they were still not very smart.
What about the person that says, I wish I would have taken the risk?
Yeah, no, the risks I'm talking about, they're learning. They're yeah, I learned a lot, but
What did you
at the
learn?
same
It's
time,
fine.
I want to start taking like healthy
Are you a better
risks.
person?
Healthy risks. I want to focus on the healthy risks. I want to
Little
focus
more
on the positive.
Educated risks.
Yeah, like risks that could
Calculated.
benefit my life.
Calculated risks.
Kind of like, stock trading risks. Positive.
I don't know if that's positive, but
What do you mean?
stock trading?
Yeah.
I'm
What do
sure
you
there's,
think about that?
there's a lot of people that would agree with you, and there's a lot of people that 50% probably would disagree.
You know what I mean, though? Like, just risks
You wanna be a
that
stockbroker?
are... I think I could do really well.
I think you could too. I think you, honestly, Miss Victoria, Tori, Michael, you could do what I honestly believe you can do whatever it is that you want to do.
Do you really believe that?
100%. As God is my witness, I'm not going to say I don't want to bring any juju to my family or anything, but I'm saying, as God is my witness on my soul,
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe you can do whatever the fuck you want to. Live here
Within the
globally,
law.
done that too. Maybe in Bangladeshi law, maybe in Mongolian law.
I haven't even been
Back and forth.
outside.
Maybe it might not be in American law.
I want to go outside the country. When
You
are
want
we
to go outside
taking...
the law? Or you
No,
go
I
outside
want to
the
go
country?
outside the country.
That's right.
We need to take a trip.
But we're taking a trip. We're going to take the whole Who Cares podcast team. Anybody that supports us, anybody who wants to get on that tier, anybody that wants to get on that goddamn cast. And make sure, do you want this up in your ass? Do you want this podcast in your ass? Get there.
Some people like it.
Let us talk dirty to you. Get there on the first tier. Get there on the second tier. Get there on the third tier. The third tier is where it all breaks down. All up in that ass is podcast.
Because I like it when you talk dirty to me.
See?
No, but honestly, it has been a pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
Well, we can have Mr. Joel hit that end button.
And thank you for joining us.
Move that cursor all the way.
And
the side there, down to that red part. Yeah.
enjoy your night.
We're not done yet. 'Cause we haven't seen the
Oh,
cursor.
really?
Cursor's still there. Right there. Good night.